Thanos.
You know, it's like the Hulk, but they had the blue Red Bull to it.
Okay, that was okay. We talked about that. I think okay.
And he turned purple.
The purple.
Yeah, the purple.
Yeah, but I like you drinking that purple there.
Yeah, nah, but it's
potent.
Yeah.
Welcome to the rundown, y'all. What's going on?
It's good,
man. You know, I wish I was coming back from Miami. You know, like you. You know what I'm saying? Wish I was.
It was epic. It was legendary.
No, I saw you. The man, the legend.
Yep.
I saw you was on a boat. I looked at that.
Yeah,
he was on a boat.
Yeah.
Somebody was looking in the camera trying to twerk.
I hadn't even looked at the video, to be honest. I just
word? Yeah, I saw it.
I'm gonna have to go back and look at it. Like, I just posted it.
Yeah. I saw it. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Right, having the is it the ratchet times of
the ratchet life?
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I mean, you know what? I really wasn't too ratchet.
Wasn't too ratchet? Okay.
I really wasn't too ratchet.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like 2019. When I went in 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make a movie out of 2019.
Make a movie? Okay, yeah. Okay. Y'all continue to subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and Stitcher. And while you're ready, go ahead and like this video. And also want to talk about kind of what we talked about before. Like, we about to end this season 1 here. And we about to end the season 1. And then we're going to come back soon. I don't know, it's gonna be a few weeks or something once we get a blueprint of how stuff gonna go. Then we're gonna have guests. I know a lot of people asking me when we're gonna have guests. I know he got some, a couple people I know talked to lined up. A couple of people I know. Actually, put our email down there if you want to submit anything that you want to come on and discuss. We're gonna try to get that going and sift through stuff and kind of kind of see what we want to do.
I mean, and you know what? Definitely some of these people we be talking about, though, you know what I'm saying? We definitely got to have our boy Hit the Like on here. You know what I'm saying? We got to have the OG, the mentor, you know what I'm saying?
That would
Jay
be cool.
Sanders on here.
Yeah.
Like I don't, I would want to get the elder Moss on here. Ooh. I don't know, like we had to have a specific topic, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he would get on here.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll certainly shoot the shot out and see.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But some of the people that we talked about, some of y'all that comment, some of y'all who constantly share our videos and support, we definitely want to get some of y'all on here. Some of the businesses that we've shouted out, we want to get some of y'all on here. So
and good stuff, good conversation. With men, women, and just just kind of chop it up, get your perspective on it. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you can hear our view, but then when we have guests, we want to, them be able to use their voice and talk. Maybe like my boy Sam that time I was telling
from
with
the
MPD,
right.
Maybe talk about that police stuff. And,
and my cousin that's a surgeon, the one I was telling you about, that's Provex. But we talked about some stuff, and but he definitely can give the other, like you said, the other perspective, because a lot of times y'all, generally I would say probably about 70% of the time, we kind of on the same spectrum, or at least on the same highway.
Right.
But it'll be good to see some people who may be going in a different direction, or, in another state altogether.
And I think that's what some people want to hear sometimes. Because I know, I think we talk enough for a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And so we can kind of
I know I do.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think, you definitely do. You got me on that in certain instances. But, it'd be good to get some other stuff. But I want to, some people will have in here, probably get a third mic or something, but then other, we may do something because everybody may not be comfortable, coming or being around or being, in the space or whatever like that, potentially. But we'll see. So I just want to inform y'all, the season 1 ending, and then we're going to take a little hiatus, get a blueprint, set some stuff up, probably even get a new intro from Vic, from what I've been hearing. With Vic, got in touch with me a few weeks ago or something like that. Was talking about that potentially. He may have another idea or something for that. Because I know the other one, we still got our coats on. I know I had my coat on because it was cold at time.
Yeah.
We was downtown doing that stuff.
Yeah, I had a long sleeve shirt on.
Yeah. So maybe we can refresh that or whatever, do some certain stuff like that, y'all. So just be on the lookout for that. So let's see. Let's get into a little bit of this rundown, man, because, we was off for about a week and it was a lot of stuff that went down. You know what I'm saying? In particular, I didn't have it on the rundown. I don't know if you heard about that Usher and T-Pain deal or something where basically T-Pain said that, Usher put him to a 4-year depression for the most part. I set it up like they was on a plane together, right?
I heard it. I mean, I don't know why he was in depression.
Right.
So yeah, go ahead and set it up.
He was on a plane. I think they go first class going somewhere. I think he said the city, but that's irrelevant. But they was on a plane. Usher saw him on the plane. He told one of the stewardess to come get him to come back and holler at him. So T-Pain went back to holler at Usher, and then basically Usher was like, you effed up music, right? You know what I'm saying? Like with the auto-tune and like basically getting on him. Like, and the backstory is T-Pain looked up to Usher. You know what I'm saying? That was one of his, I guess, idols coming into music and stuff like that. I guess it's about an 8-9 year difference between them. You know what I'm saying? So he was just saying like, you really messed up music for real singers, and you know what I'm saying? Your music kind of, set us back, and you messed up music. That was his quote that he said Usher did. So he said from that point, he went into like a 4-year depression. Like, and, on one side you'd be like, oh, you didn't have to do that. But just like if Michael Jordan, with me growing up, was my idol or something like that, and you know what I'm saying? Like, or whoever else, and you don't have that mentality or is stable enough mentally to not care, even if your idol says something, it can, kind of drag you down. And so that was interesting to me because I didn't think, somebody can veer you to a 4-year, depression. But I know everybody ain't me though. Everybody ain't you. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, because you already know I got a whole. You know what? It's the last rundown, so I'm gonna say I'm not even gonna do the profanity on what I'm about to say because I was about to let it go. But
because for me, I might have shot back at Usher. You know what I mean?
Nah, I wouldn't have. But I'm gonna tell you, look, when I when I had my first deal, I was doing gospel.
Yeah,
and we had a gig we did with like Red and Precise, Cross Movement, Truth, them guys. So we did our thing, man, like immediately right after we didn't move the crowd and everything like that, man. Dude, one of the guys from Cross Movement, I mean, I could say it like Ambassador got up. I mean, just flat foot roasted us.
Oh, you told me about that.
And the crazy thing is most of the people didn't even know that we was being roasted. And I'm sitting up there like, this nigga is really like it.
Well, like on stage?
Yeah, on stage. Like on stage. You know what I'm saying? Like he just roasted like our content, like what we were talking about, everything.
Wow.
But what I did was I manned up.
Yeah.
I took a look in the mirror before I got in my feelings.
Right.
Is it any validity in what he's saying? Okay. Before I get in my feelings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I could tell you like, you know what, man, JB, like, man, yo, socks ain't matching or whatever.
Yeah.
Now you can get in your feelings about it, or you can say, well, you know what? Not granted, you're not finna go out, but I'm just saying, like, if we was out or something, and I just used that example, but like, you could get in your feelings about it.
How old were you?
I was like,
you probably like 20, 21, something like that. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm fresh off the butt. Like, I'm fresh in that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, like Kay was there. He could tell you, like, man, he was like, man, y'all got roast. Like, man, I know, but I manned up.
Yeah.
And so now, like, and like when you listen to my stuff, like always on concept, always on point, always factually accurate, or whatever I'm talking about, like it's on point. Right. But that came from me, dude. I can tell you about time, like you know how close Corey and Reggie are to me.
Yeah,
man, dude, they used to kick my butt.
Right. Yeah.
Like not physically, like man, just with the like DJ Bo used to, man, you so monotone, man. You don't have no emotion. You just rap with no feeling, no emotion. Like, and I know you look like for real. Like, yeah, but that made me better.
Mm-hmm.
I took that and I got made better. And so when somebody says something to you, you can let that defeat you. You know what I'm saying? Or you can let it, you don't even have to let it define you. I choose to let it refine me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like, for T-Pain, like, you know, was there any validity in what he said? Like, what was the essence of what he was saying?
Yeah.
You know, and not just, oh, you hurt my feelings because I looked up to you. Because, again, like, if I'm trying to, and again, like, I had coaches, man, when I was playing, like, you know what I'm saying, get on me, but that made me be more aggressive and play hard. They didn't.
Right.
You know, and I'm kind of a little shocked because T-Pain is more in our generation. So you're not talking about somebody that's 20, like you and your, you know, you're 30 something. You know what I'm saying? So you come from a generation where you got roasted.
Yeah.
We didn't get participation trophies. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, you know, I don't know. Man up, nigga.
Yeah. That was interesting. I just wanted that was just a quick side note. That was like last week or so, whatever ago. So, but
we ain't even gonna give out no awards. Just
yeah. Man up. Let it be. But the real story here, man, is Bill Cosby is free. You know what I mean? So that's I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of even a shock to me because I didn't even know it was up for even to be overturned at this, you know, particular moment. But also I don't really check on the trial or you know, kind of whatever's going on with that. So this is an interesting case with Bill. So what are your thoughts about just the whole thing with Bill? I think I already know, but you know, what's your deal?
I've always maintained that I don't know whether he's innocent or guilty.
Okay.
But I will say that, and I'm like this with anybody, because I've been accused before as a black man. You remember, you were there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people didn't have the information. And I didn't get them apologies, though. When it came back that, oh, that was a lie, like it was a gross lie. Yeah. I didn't get them apologies. People act like nothing happened. And I had to live with that. But that stayed up here. In some people's mind, that still stayed. You see what I'm saying? So my issue is that unless we have the smoking gun, which we don't, unless we have the video or the phone records or some DNA or something, which we do, we just got one person's word. And then, oh, all these people accusing. Again, Central Park 5. Didn't a bunch of people say they were guilty? Yeah. We talked about Zora Neale Hurst. They accused her of having a sexual relationship molesting a 13-year-old boy. She had to leave the country. Didn't come out until she died, that the boy lied. She didn't get all them apologies. Her name was ruined. You see what I'm saying? And so what they wanted to happen, happened. But my thing is, and I've always maintained, if he is guilty, he needs to be thrown up under the jail, throw away the key. Yeah. But until we get some legit evidence, because it's just conjecture and hearsay, my word versus your word, and just like with Deshaun, one person accused, everybody come out the woodworks. It's just like you ever got them emails where they've been like, did you ever get insured by Blue Cross Blue Shield? Well, this lawsuit going. So if you put this number, and everybody finna try to get some money. Right. Even if you never had Blue Cross Blue Shield, you're gonna put your name in and hope somebody had your same name and they cut you a check. It's just the way it goes. It comes with the territory. Yeah. So I mean, I'm happy that case. If you read the facts of the case, it should have never been tried anyway. Right. And so again, miscarriage of justice in that part of it. Not saying that people who have been assaulted, molested should be disregarded. But again,
yeah, I think like the whole Cosby thing, like I believe that, you know, him coming out is going to bring up a whole lot of stuff here over the next week, or really a lot, you know, since he's going to be out with, you know, the people that, you know, the feminist movement, you know, black women, you know, because you're not protecting black women, you know, because he's out now. So, you know, you're going to have a lot of, you know, sisters, you know, necessarily mad. But, you know,
some of these same sisters that still listen to R. Kelly.
This is true.
But,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is true. Now, this is what I think. Do I think that Cosby actually did it? Probably so. But I'll put it into context like we're talking. Like, I'm not even saying all of them, but I'm just saying however many women came out, is it probable that a few of them are telling the truth. My whole stance was I don't think all of them ain't telling the truth for sure. We knew a few of them got caught in they lie. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, but my thing, just like in the NBA, you know, case in point, like in the 70s or 80s, drugs were just rampant during that time. You know what I'm saying? It was part of the league. It was part of the game. Mm-hmm. Sugar Ray Richardson, you know what I'm saying? He was cold. Bernard King got caught up in it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, you know, noteworthy players got caught in it. Now, obviously now, if they did that stuff, what they did then, now, you know, it would be a big, huge uproar, jail time, right. You know, all this stuff. Now, we know back in the 70s or 80s, the drugs, cocaine, pills, and stuff was like just how the way of life was, you know, certain people in Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, could that potentially be that Cosby did that it happened? Like, I'm like, yeah. But I'm saying, like, if you're going to get him, I mean, it's like, you got to use the context during the times. Like I said, I don't believe he did all of it. I believe that, you know what I'm saying? One person or two people came out, and then the floodgates come, and then now they want to, like. Do you believe the NBC network thing? He was trying to buy that network or something.
I do.
Okay, so I'm not sure about that.
And I'm a push back on what you said though. Like you went to college.
Yep.
You know, it was a lot of parties.
Yep.
A lot of drinking. A lot of weed smoking.
A lot of everything. Yep.
Coke snorting. Everything else.
Yep.
Where I just came from was a whole lot of drinking. Mm-hmm. Now, you know, it's things that happen at some of these frat parties. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Or just going out on a date, just going to a bar, just going to get some drinks. Mm-hmm. Now, you've been in some situations, or you know some people who've been in some situations where you meet up, you go get drinks, or you go party, or whatever. You go back to your place, you go back to her place. You ain't never heard nothing else like.
Right.
Some of y'all stayed cool as no thing. Like that started a relationship and everything else. Mm-hmm. But now imagine this blows up. You get famous. Then all of a sudden, JB got me drunk and had sex with me. Mm-hmm. Because that's essentially what's being said.
Yeah, but he was already famous.
But this is the other pushback too, though. You didn't get drunk at no party or no, like you came to his house at 2 a.m, 3 a.m, 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, a couple girls
like this,
that.
This what I'm saying. Now, all of them.
Yeah.
His hotel room, his house, his condo, his off, you know, his house in this particular state or whatever. You know, like never he took me in the closet at a party. Never he pushed me in the car. Like I didn't know where I was at and he pushed me in the car and took me off somewhere. Like you willfully, so you knew him, you met him, you agreed to come where he was at after hours. And that's my only push. All of y'all got the same story.
Right.
Now, if it was somebody different and it's like, oh, okay, you know, this person was at a party. This person was at a restaurant. This person was at a party. Oh, okay, you about that like. But essentially, sound like a booty call to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot of them do.
And the reason why I feel the way I feel because I ain't never gave nobody no pills or nothing like that. But essentially, the 2 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock at night, that's the ratchet life of Roche Raglan.
Yeah.
Right. And I have never nobody who wasn't trying to go there went there. Mm-hmm. They didn't have to come over, but you knew if I called you at 11 o'clock or you called me at 11 o'clock, I knew why you were calling me. Mm-hmm. Like I had some, I didn't even invite. Oh, like they just showed up. Mm-hmm. Like you had a situation, like you called, we on the phone, and then you just at my door. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so now, if they like, and generally, what happened when they come? Oh, what you got to drink? Mm-hmm. So now, now when I get famous, because like you said, he was already. But now when I get famous, I blow up or whatever. Yeah. And one person accused me of some impropriety. Now all of a sudden, everything come out the woodworks. Mm-hmm. Oh, Shay, like, because everybody know. You see, Shay get him drunk. No, I don't. Mm-hmm. But that's my only thing. Like, it's the same exact scenario story. You all came to his house. It's all, you had his phone records of you calling him or him calling you. So y'all was in some type of communication. And these were not random women. These are women he all knew at some point. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just like, I mean, and I'm not saying, I just say again, if you want me to believe it, you got to show me. Somebody saying you did it is not enough.
Right.
And I was a teacher for 7 years, and I had times where the whole class ganged up on one kid, and that kid didn't do it. But now most teachers are, if everybody's saying it, he must be or she must be guilty. But everybody was, well, you my homeboy, so JB said you did it, so I'm gonna say you did it because JB, and then this our homeboy, so if I say it and you say it, he gonna say, come on, man.
Yeah,
we need to see the evidence. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. See, the only thing that I think that happened in the case that Cosby did admit to having those pills at the party and doing stuff like that.
But they asked him, but if somebody asked for something.
Right. If they, like I said, we don't know.
He said. He said, she said, give me something to help me to relax. Do you have something? And he said yes, and I gave it to her. But this was somebody who we already had a relationship with. This was not like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I remember a few of them. Like, I wouldn't put it past it, but I don't think it deemed, even the court case, how they did it, why it even got overturned, it was sloppy because, another prosecutor dropped the case or something that was not on there now. And so it's like, it was done wrong. But my thing, to me, this is a part of the...
It got overturned because it was illegal. It should have never been tried anyway.
Right. And so this is a part of the exposure season, I think that, we're in as well with certain stuff. But a lot of people are not going to like it. And I saw your cousin, Mike Scott, he said something about it on Facebook or something to the effect of you can't say protect black women and still be glad that Bill Cosby is free. You know what I'm saying? Now. So, because, that I've seen, some Instagram posts where the black women are.
Everybody say that, just keep that same, out. When you get accused of something, keep that same energy.
Yeah.
And see, now when I be rocking with you the same way, keep that same energy. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Like what we keep that same energy.
Same energy. So it's
because until I know you guilty, I'm gonna rock with you till I know you. Unless when you acknowledge that you're guilty, or we got pictures, or you on camera, or you on tape, or whatever. When I see all that, your fingerprints all over the place. Okay, fine. You know what, JB? I can't even rock with you on that.
Yeah. And that's and that was the crucial part because I forgot that I was watching that documentary. The dude that he supposedly killed himself in jail. The white dude, he was predator over a lot of the rich white. I can't even think of his name now.
The one that got in trouble with all the
not Weinstein. It was
the one that got in trouble with all the
down there in Florida, and he was in cahoots with Clinton, Trump.
But it wasn't he like some of that he ran like a Ponzi scheme or something like that.
Yeah. He did like one of those schemes too.
Like it wasn't in Enron, but it was like one of them things when it collapsed, he went to jail.
And his stuff was pretty recent compared to Cosby, and they had actual evidence, but they still couldn't pin him down. And he ended up supposedly killing himself in jail, which I think they did him in because I think he had stuff on the Clintons. He had stuff on, a lot of important people to where they didn't want that information to get out about them. So, maybe they had something else to do with his murder and stuff. But, this would be interesting. This stuff is not done with Bill Cosby. But, I was having fun today with the memes and,
like they said, the Central Park 5 was guilty. You know what I'm saying? So it's only, I guess it's when it's a crime that we cool with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the person that got assaulted in the park, raped in the park, wasn't a black woman. Then I guess it was cool for all black people to say, oh, no, free Central Park 5. They not guilty. It's a setup. But like everybody else that wasn't black, and there was a lot of conservative blacks that were saying they was guilty.
Yeah.
But everybody else, all the white people, the Asians, and everybody that was saying they was guilty, okay, well, all of them saying they guilty. All these people saying they was, we saw him running from the park. So they must be guilty because all these people saying it.
Uh-huh.
But then it turns out, wait.
They got coerced.
Khalif Browder. Wait, he wasn't guilty. And that's all I'm saying. Like, if it come out 20 years from now that he was a setup, the fix is in. Now, I want all these people that's doing all these posts and keep that same. And just like I will, if he guilty, I'll be the first one. I'll be the first one. Because I have said it, if he is, throw him up under the jail.
Yeah.
But until we know for sure,
Yeah.
Because I've sat in that same seat, so I refuse. And I don't care if you're black, white, purple, green, male, female, transgender, homosexual, lesbian, questioning whatever part of the alphabet you in or whatever part of the letter people you on.
Yeah.
I'm not going to throw you under the bus until I know for sure you're guilty. And that's period.
Because this is really the first big casualty of the Me Too movement, of the Me Too era. So, because remember when this came out, probably 2017, 2018, when this stuff started coming around, that's when the Me Too movement started to come out. And so everybody else, literally, Me Too, he did this to me too. He had the same incident too.
Right.
So it's like they going to be coming out in droves.
Romeo from the Steve Harvey show, he got accused of raping a woman too, and they killed him. And then it turns out, she was lying.
Yeah.
She was lying. But he gone.
You talking to the dude to play Romeo?
Yeah, the dude to play Romeo from the Steve Harvey show, Merlin Santana.
Yeah.
He played Ohaji on Moesha.
Yeah. And
he was Stanley in the car.
He got killed?
Yeah. The girl said that he raped her.
Yeah.
And so the two dudes which shot at him and my boy from The Sandlot, the black dude from Sandlot, because he was the one driving the car.
Yeah. Okay, I knew he got killed, but I didn't know. I didn't know the.
Yeah,
so he basically got killed because
she said that he raped her.
Wow, that's wild.
And so I'm just saying that's something that women weaponize.
Yeah,
they can weaponize their femininity against. And I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, because I'm a survivor. I've said this on the pod before.
Yeah.
So if anybody's sensitive to the plate, I am.
Yeah.
I don't play that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I've also sat in the seat of being accused of something.
Yeah.
I've been on both sides of it. I've been a victim and I've been accused.
Yeah. See, stuff like this is tricky to me, man.
It's not. If the evidence is that you can't convict somebody, because think about how many of us have been thrown into jail and it wasn't no evidence.
No, I'm saying it's tricky, not just because it's evident, just because, people don't get the full understanding. Which, like, I have a close family member that, went to jail over a quote unquote rape that he didn't do. You know what I'm saying? But, all the female did was just she was red, showed a little mark, you know what I'm saying? But this was a mark that she made herself and, and all this stuff. And so now it's like, a dude ain't gonna win that. You know what I'm saying? So it's always the woman's voice is going to be big up. And then I saw that Mike Tyson case. Like, I didn't want to get into that. But Mike Tyson, I don't know if he raped old girl, whatever the model name was. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what happened. She said he forced oral on her.
It was oral? I thought it was like...
No, he ate her out.
Interesting.
I'm not saying that can't happen. I'm just saying everybody who testified said, okay, she had a limo. She waved her limo driver off. She goes up to his hotel room at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do the bit, like, he didn't even have sex with the girl. He just ate her out.
Yeah.
And then she calls him back the next day and he like...
Yeah.
Like, you're not my girlfriend. And then so
it's tough,
when he got out, and this is how I knew he was innocent. Because when he did that interview with Greta Van Suskin, the white lady used to do all the little interviews on one of those shows, he said, I really wish I would have raped and I quote, I really wish I would have raped a bitch. Because then I would have went to jail for something.
Yeah.
So now he never apologized. Like, he said, I really wish I would have done it.
Yeah. Because
then I would have been in jail for something. A guilty man is going to say, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just picking on me. No, he didn't say that. And he didn't say, I apologize. I served my time and all that. No, he said, you know what? I really wish I would have did it, because then I would have been in here for something.
Took that,
and this is him after he converted to Islam and everything. When he did that, he changed kind of his whole persona. And he said, I really wish I would have did it.
Yeah. And see, certain subjects like this, man, it's, like I said, it's unfortunate because, for me, I don't want to be insensitive, in regards and stuff to women, but then I also know a lot of women try to take advantage of the legal system and know just because it's their word, they can either be on a come up. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of women that actually came out against Cosby have, got paid to have these interviews and go on.
And they keep talking
whatever
about
shows that were going on and stuff.
And like they said, but they never mentioned how many of them got thrown out.
Yeah.
And not because of like lack of evidence, you're getting thrown out because of perjury.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're lying. You just straight up lied and wasted the court's time. And that's all I'm saying. Like this, R. Kelly's is where we got videotapes.
Oh, yeah.
Several.
Yeah, we got video on Kelly.
You know what I'm saying? We got this nigga got up and adjusted the camera. Like what more? Like he did that interview with Toure. You know what I'm saying?
That stuff was circulating up.
How do you define? We say, how do you define teenage girl? Like what? Yeah, and even Toure was like, what? Like he just gave that man a lob. Like so they say that you like teenage girls. What is that? How young we talking? Like what?
Oh man!
Like and he like didn't clean it up at all. Like different situation. Like this. All we know is that they came over his house after 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Some of them several times.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, we can get into this all day. So this next one here, man. Scottie Pippen. You know what I'm saying? Tripping Pippen.
No, I know what you tried. I saw what you tried to do there.
You know what I mean?
I saw what you tried to do.
Pippen.
I was almost tempted to wear my 33 jersey.
You should have wore it, man. You should have wore it.
You know who I'm rocking with.
I'm with you. I'm with you for the most part. Like the only issue I had with him is when he said something about KD. Like the stuff about Field, I'm probably riding with him. But the stuff with KD though.
Do you know the context of that?
Yeah, I got the quote right here.
No, I ain't talking about the quote.
Yeah.
Do you know the context of it?
Yeah.
What's the context?
The context of it is that he was talking about he should have relied more on his team.
No.
No, I saw the interview.
No.
It
was in a GQ. No, the interviews are after it was a GQ article that he was quoted in.
Okay, so
they started asking him about Kevin Durant. He did not just volunteer Kevin Durant. They asked him about the playoffs and that series and everything like that.
Okay.
And that was what set up what he said. It wasn't just like, oh, let me tell you about this nigga KD. It's like we sitting up here talking and it's like, you watching the playoffs, what you think about it? What you think, who you think is going to win and this, that, and then he said.
But he can still be wrong about it. I don't care how it came up.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it wasn't him picking on, even if he made a bad assessment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a bad assessment.
On KD.
Yeah, it was just a bad assessment.
KD is sensitive, man.
It was a bad statement.
KD been sensitive, man. Like you could say KD is the best scorer in the league, but he's not quite a playmaker, and he gonna take that as a backhanded compliment, man. This the same dude with the burner Twitter accounts and everything to respond to fans, man. Like, I mess with KD. He the easy money sniper, but dude is sensitive, man.
He's sensitive.
Ultra sensitive.
Definitely. Oh yeah, I agree with that. But he got him back on that. That's all I'm saying on that quote. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, that quote didn't have too much validity. Now with the Phil Jackson thing, now for one, I'm not mad at Phil for making that switch with Tony Kukoc.
The only problem I have with that is that because again, Mike was not quote unquote a shooter as much as he was a scorer.
Yeah,
but Michael had the option of whether or not he was going to take the last shot.
Mm-hmm.
Scottie's issue was that he was not even considered an option.
Mm-hmm.
And keep in mind, statistically, that year he had shot 40% from the 3-point line. He was shooting over 50% from the 2-point line.
I don't think he was 40.
He was right. He was right to like maybe 39. He was right there.
Yeah.
And you got to remember, like, this ain't that he's bombing him away now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't yes, Kukoc was a better shooter.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is they were only down 1.
Yeah.
So you just need a bucket. You just need any bucket.
Yeah.
It didn't have to be a jump shot. It could have been a lob. It could have been whatever the case may be. Like Pip's thing was he did not even get the option.
Yeah. But yeah, he was far from 40. Though.
And so what are you
like in context of it, I actually, they got YouTube. You can go back and look at the play. A couple possessions before that, Pip, on a couple shots, hit the side of the backboard on one of them, you know, kind of going down the stretch and stuff like that. And so it was like in that moment, you know, Phil was like, let me try Kukoc. Now, even if you look at the numbers, I think Pip was like 10 for 20 from the field, 50% or near 50% from 3-point line, you know, that whole game. But down the stretch, you know, Pip wasn't, you know, having that feel a touch, you know, from the field. So he made a decision. Now, him being a racist, like, I don't know. He could be, you know what I'm saying? I can't call it. But I do think Pip is on a promotional tour though.
Yeah, no, he's trying to make that money.
He got that book coming out and the bourbon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I, you know, on the KD stuff, I call foul on that. But on this Phil Jackson stuff, I get it. If I was his position, I would have been like, at least give me a shot to do it, you know. But on Phil's side, I'm like, Kukoc was probably the best option. Him being 6'11".
What I'm saying is,
doing that.
Keep in mind that year he carried them.
Oh yeah, for sure, all day. He was MVP candidate,
and he should have got it over Hakeem, because when you look at the Houston roster and the Bulls roster, it ain't even no comparison. Like Hakeem had his number 2 guy was Vernon Maxwell. Vernon Maxwell was better than anybody that Pip had on the Bulls team. Put their number, like, dude was averaging like right at 20 points a game. Like, who he have that was doing that? Like, you can say, oh, he had Otis Grant. Okay, well, Otis Thorpe, who played power forward for Houston, was averaging the same numbers that Horace Grant was averaging. So they canceled each other out. Yeah. Elijah Wan, Killing Cartwright, like, who you gonna put up? Like, BJ averaged like 16 points that year. But again, you had Kenny Smith, who was doing this, like, right at the same thing. Between him and Sam Cassell, you getting the same production.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, I would take Kenny Smith and Sam Cassell over BJ any day. Yeah, look at their career.
He had a good argument
when
for that year.
BJ left Chicago, he ain't do nothing in Charlotte or Golden State.
Yeah. He had a good.
So he should, like, he was the only player for years until LeBron did it. It was only Pippen and Jerry West who led their team in every major statistical category.
But
it was only Pippen and Jerry West.
I give it to Hakeem still.
But
Pip had a good. He won the All-Star MVP that year too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won the All-Star game MVP. Yeah.
Okay, again, you take Elijah Wan off of that Houston team, they still make the playoffs. They might not have won. They could have made it as an 8. Oh, you take Pippen off that Chicago team.
That was like an 8 already with Houston that year. Houston was like a
that was the second year.
6-7 seed, wasn't it?
No, you talking about the second year when they traded and got Drexler.
Okay. But yeah, I would still give it to Elijah. But Pip was in his own right. So I get it, but I say Pippen was tripping on the KD job. You know what I'm saying? On this field one.
He said he said that KD is a better shooter than LeBron.
Yeah.
Where is he tripping on that?
No, not that. Not on that.
He said that KD is KD and LeBron is LeBron. No, he said KD can't be LeBron and LeBron can't be KD.
Yeah.
Where is he tripping on that?
He tripping.
I would say the only part where he said is that he tried to beat them 1-on-1 and he didn't get his team involved. He tried to go shot for shot. And he should have tried to get his team involved to get the win. Like that was the only part. But every other thing he said was spot on. KD is a way better shooter than LeBron.
Yeah, but
he is a phenomenal scorer.
He was saying that to get to the actual point that he said at the end, though. To the, you know what I'm saying, him being, KD tried. Like Joe Harris was a slump. He didn't do nothing. Joe Harris, who else?
Like I said, but you said tripping. It's the difference in being wrong. Like when you tripping, you just crazy. You just off. He was wrong in that point.
Yeah.
So you make 3 other points that you right on, and on point number 4, you wrong. So you're 75%, and so you tripping because you missed a shot. You went 3 for 4.
Yeah, because you
tripping
because it's all buffers. Because it's all buffers.
Shot is a shot.
Where's the lie though? It's all buffers.
The lie?
The
Where
end.
Did he lie?
At the totality of it.
It's not the totality.
That's his total. I'm saying, Roche, you a good dude. You a good father. You good. Okay, but you a hole. I'm saying all of this to get to my overall point. So I'm saying buffers to be like, okay.
Where's the lie? You just told all truths. I am a good dude. I'm a good fighter. I know I can be an a-hole, and that's fine.
Okay.
I don't even see that because you just, I appreciate that.
But if
now, I may not like you pointing out that I'm an a-hole, but the fact that you said, okay, hey, he's a good dude, he's a good father, solid guy.
Mm-hmm. But if you look at that game, you can't say that KD wasn't trying to play team ball.
I'll say it like this.
Or that he lost because he wasn't trying to play team ball.
Put it best. He said that really didn't have nothing to do with KD. It was really a back way at Mike. He really wasn't even talking about KD. He was really talking about Mike. I could see that more than him talking about that. No, because basically what he said is, what he's saying is that when you don't involve your teammates, when you don't make the people around you better, you're not going to win. When you make the people around you better, when you include them, it was really more so a indirect shot at like The Last Dance and how he was painted to be a bad guy and everything like that. And it really painted him in a bad light out of everybody. You know what I'm saying? It was more so an indirect shot at Mike than it was at KD.
That's a reach, but maybe. I can't say that I actually see that because, I mean.
I don't know. I didn't listen to Keyshawn. I didn't listen to Max and Stephen A., Jay Will, Jalen. Like, I read the quotes. Like, I've been just kind of peeping Tim Legler. I've been checking out just different stuff about that because, like I said, that's my man 100 grand.
That is your guy.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, no doubt. And when he come out with the bourbon, I'm going to have it.
That's
I don't know what it's called, but I'm going to have it.
Yeah, I don't know either. But
I'm going to find out.
So that's what it do with Pip, man. You know, to each his own with that. Like I said,
I'm going to buy your book, Scottie. I love you.
Do what you do.
You're the greatest.
I know you promote on a promotional run, so you're saying certain stuff and you're doing your thing. So, but there is some facts into what, yours. But also, this is you was in the locker room, so ain't nobody can tell you, how to perceive certain things. So, kind of it is what it is. But on the KD one, I call it like, with that. But now this next one here is, Chauvin. I'm saying his name right?
Derek Chauvin.
Last week was sentenced to 22 and a half years on the George Floyd murder. This is the same guy that, knee to his neck and, killed George Floyd. And I mean, for me, I think you can look at it, in two ways. Like, should he probably have got life? I was like, yeah, sure. But for me, I'm like, I don't know if he gonna make it 10 years or where he at.
No, if he in Gen Pop, no.
You know what I'm saying?
But they probably not gonna put him in general population.
I don't think they don't give him any preferential, any special treatment.
No, if he got to go in there with regular inmates, then fine. I think justice is served.
Yeah, I don't,
If he got to go in there with regular inmates, people who ain't got nothing to lose, then justice is served. If he's gonna be off in solitary somewhere or over something like, because again, when you look at 22 and a half, 9 times out of 10, he probably only gonna do half of that.
Yeah, so yeah.
You know
so you're talking about maybe 12, 13.
In the most between, like 11. Half of 22 is 11.
Yeah, you got
11
22 and a
6
half
months.
Yeah.
And then they may give him credit for time served on the half.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you really talking about 11 years.
Yeah. I'm looking at it from this instance too. It's like, before I think when we talked about this, we were like, he's usually in cases like this, they don't get convicted at all. You know what I'm saying? Usually. So my thing is 22 and a half, 23 years. It could be a start. You know what I'm saying? Because prior, nobody got nothing. They just get suspended for 3 months and then they back on the force. You know what I'm saying? So at least at this point, dude, wife then left him. His life is pretty much in shambles now. He at least got do at least 10 years.
With that because like they owe us 40 acres and a mule. I'm not gonna get excited because they give me 1,000 square feet, and then they be like, "Well, it's something." No, you owe me 40 acres and a mule. That was what's in paper.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if this is anybody else, forget white, black. Like if this was a non-police officer that did that, you know what I'm saying? Let alone a white, but like a non-police officer, like, but he a police officer and he white. Now again, a black police officer, if it was a white dude and a black police officer, I promise, and that's what I'm saying. Everything, it ain't fair or equal. You know what I'm saying? Like, forget, like, I ain't got to be, it ain't got to be equal. Just be fair. You ain't got to give him the same amount you give me. But, like, what is somebody supposed to get when they murder somebody?
So you saying if a black cop
did the same thing, that nigga be getting life.
You think he'll get life? Yes. Life. Okay.
Yes.
I can't disagree with that.
Dude, and I don't want to speak on the trial, but it's a police officer now. This happened over the weekend. Was involved in an accident where, like, he killed 2 people. And I don't know if he was off duty or what, but he killed a father and a son. Like, I guarantee you, and this was not intentional. I guarantee you he gonna get at least that much time.
Yeah. And
this was not intentional. This wasn't a traffic stop. This was just him driving too fast down the road and he killed the father and the son. I guarantee you, and it's a black dude, I guarantee you he gonna get just as much time. For something accidental, when you put your knee on somebody's neck and you sit there with your hands and ain't nothing accidental about that. That was all intentional.
Oh yeah.
And it was disrespectful.
For sure.
And when the people's hollering, hey, get off him, he's just looking like what? Like, who gonna do something? And then his homeboy is sitting up there standing guard like, y'all better not come up and try to get him off of him.
Yeah.
And in that sense, I ain't even gonna lie. If the mob had rushed them and them officers had ended up dead, those officers, not all, but them 4, if they had ended up dead because the mob would have rushed them, then I would have said justice is served. But y'all keeping guard and doing all of that, it's just wrong.
Yeah.
Period.
I mean, for sure. Like, I would have wanted, more time or even life, but I'm not going to be marching over him doing 22.
I mean, but I know I just know how the movie going to end, JB.
Yeah.
He's not going to do 22.
Oh, yeah, we know he's not going to do 22.
He might not even do the full 11, and then they're still appealing that.
He'll do at least 10.
I'd be surprised if he do more than 6.
Wow. Now, that's something.
And like I said, so no, that's why I said give him the 40, because if he do half of the 40, that's 20.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if he only do 18, I'm still good with that.
Yeah.
But you give them 22, like 9 times out of 10, and they still trying to find, like,
right. They're trying to find loopholes. Like, I get that, but for me, I'm thinking, certain things gonna get dealt with, before his before that situation is up. So, because I saw all the people was out, Crump was out there speeching, Al Sharpton, then they had some of George Floyd's people, kind of doing that. So it's more than saying. Actually, I want to, side note, are you familiar with CRT when they talk about the critical race theory?
Oh yeah.
And all that stuff. Okay, that'll be something we can talk about on season 2, because I wasn't even familiar with this because somebody brought this to my attention, and I'm like, what is that? What is critical, race theory? Because then, the right is against it, the left is put, that's just a whole nother situation. So I just wanted, that's just a quick ask on that. That's
definitely a Jeremy Sanders.
That could be
message. That's a hit the like button conversation.
That could be interesting. So on the next rundown here, real quick, this Blu Jasmine situation here. Blu Jasmine, I mean, she's nobody, I guess, famous, but I think a lot of people have heard about her situation. She was on, I don't know what's called the podcast, the Round 8 Table podcast or something. It's like a guy and 2 females or whatever, but, she's an OnlyFans model, FYI. So she's an OnlyFans model. She obviously had a boyfriend that was well off, had his own businesses, was paid pretty good, and so put her up in a condo, a loft or whatever, and got her a big car, a nice car, Benz or Mercedes or whatever like that. And so now when that particular relationship, whatever, is over, she felt entitled to keep that loft and to keep the Mercedes. Now, her ex was willing to do that, but she was like, even if he didn't, she was going to do whatever she had to do, fight him for it, or, get her goons, whatever, to, or whatever, to make sure she kept that stuff. So I just thought this was just an interesting thing because, she made her run. She actually was on Kevin Samuels the other day, and he had a hour long or so interview with her, and just to tell her how entitled she actually is. But like she's don't care. Like she's on her this is me. This is, you owe me that. Her mentality is, if you raise my lifestyle up to this certain degree and I'm with you, and for whatever reason you take it away, you owe me 3 to 6 months for me to get on my feet. You know what I'm saying? For me to try to get on that level that you left me at. You know what I'm saying? I call the BS flag. That's just a flag on the play. More
she
than
definitely
flag, so.
Miss Blu, whatever your name is,
Jasmine.
Yeah, you definitely get the whatever nigga award.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We got it in the season off right, so she definitely get the whatever nigga award. I want to say,
it's laughable, man.
I don't know if we have any other awards.
And I gotta write these awards because honestly I haven't even written them. I got them all in there.
Yeah, we got the Lick the Side of the Face award. We got the whatever nigga award.
Kerryon Franklin award.
Yeah, that's the when you make a bitch move. Yeah, the Kerryon Franklin award.
Pleasure P.
Yeah, oh yeah, when keeping it real goes wrong award.
Yeah.
What's the one? We got one. We gave to KD.
Yeah,
I want to say, I think it's like when somebody don't care or something like that.
Oh yeah, the KD bad hair. Yeah, KD hair award. Yeah,
like when you just don't care.
Yeah. Okay, 0 Fs. Yeah. Okay.
The zero fucks award.
Okay.
That's so like I want to say we got like 5 or 6 of them.
We do. I'm had them written down so we can
because we got all types of emojis, but she definitely get the whatever nigga award.
Yeah, she got to get that, and so let's just keep. I don't want to keep. I don't want to talk about her too much
because we got the MKJ Loyalty Award
and the Loyalty Award,
so,
which
she doesn't know.
No.
Yeah, she doesn't.
She's loyal to a cause, but it ain't the right cause. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's go to this next one here. It's a hometown thing here. Penny Hardaway. We're Memphis Tiger fans. He's back. So he didn't take the Orlando Magic job. I'm just putting that out there just because I never thought he was going anywhere. I knew exactly what he was doing. A couple of my partners reached out to me like, "Oh my gosh, man, Penny's about to go." I'm like, man, this is the John Calipari playbook. You know what I'm saying? This is how you get more recognition, more money, more recognition for recruits to be like, okay, I'm in the running for this job. I'm a serious candidate. The NBA looking at me as a legit NBA coach. Come fool with me. You already know I was a great player, but now the NBA jockeying for me now too. So I need to keep this steam going. And then just like he bowed out gracefully at the end. And so now everybody's happy. Now we got Larry Brown.
I just think he just did the interviews because he wanted our ungrateful asses to appreciate what we have.
That too.
Because and I will say that we are ungrateful.
That was a Calipari move too.
We are ungrateful as hell. Like we forget Calipari, his first 3 years, he did not win. He was not a win. Like we had the number 1 recruit, and his son killed him, by the way, too. We had DeJuan Wagner, and we made the NIT.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like the number 1 recruit.
Mm-hmm. He was.
You know what I'm saying? We had Kelly White. Like we had we was preseason ranked.
Anthony Rice.
You know what I'm saying? And we freaking and Scooter. We freaking made the NIT.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we need to stop over evaluating ourselves, thinking that we are Michigan. We're not UCLA. We're not North Carolina. We're not Duke. We're not UConn. We're not Arizona. We're not even Butler.
We're Memphis.
We're Memphis.
We're Memphis.
And again, we can be the toast of our conference.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, like every so often, we may get a team to make the 16 or the 8. We got spoiled because we made it to the championship game. And we forget that we had a guy who was drafted number 1 overall, and another dude that averaged 24 points a game. You know what I'm saying? Another dude that was a defensive in the running for one defensive All-American in Antonio Anderson. We had some guys. You know what I'm saying? And so we forget that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so I ain't gonna lie, I really wish he would have took the job. No, I do. So we could have, because then we would have got, you know what I'm saying, somebody that's, hell, I don't know, the janitor from one of them schools, and I don't know, we would have had somebody and been like, oh man, we used to have Penny.
Now I do agree with you. I think he did. It's nothing bad that comes from him being a serious candidate for an NBA job because for one, it can get you more money on your extension on your job. For two, like you said, the thing around him here in the city, son, when he was losing, it was like for me,
people turned on him. I called it when he got it.
Holding him accountable because my thing is he's just a first time head coach on this level. So now he's getting everything under his feet. He's learning how to delegate authority and coaching stuff. And so with Larry Brown coming on staff now, he about to be assistant with us this year. That's gonna really help him out.
Our X's and O's, but see a lot of these guys, and really again, especially some of these Memphis guys, we think we one and dones, and he's trying to develop players. Yeah. And a lot of these dudes be thinking they one and done, they the hot shit and everything like that. You're not.
Like DJ Jeffries?
Stay 2 or 3 years. Like if your mindset is I'm coming in every year, I'm gonna get better. Some of them guys would be 2-year guys. Some of them would be 3-year guys. But your attitude and mentality is, I'm trying to one and done it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna look, you can still Obi Toppin was a lottery pick. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he was a 4-year guy. Like the person who they saying one of the best in the NBA, Steph Curry was a 4-year guy. It still happens. Dame Lillard was a 4-year guy. CJ McCollum was a 4-year guy.
Yeah.
Like we forget, it's still dudes. Kemba Walker was a 4-year guy.
Yeah. And
what I'm saying? It's still dudes that be 4-year guys. Like you can do that. You just got to keep working on your game. Everybody's not one and done.
I give Penny credit because he has shifted how he recruits now. You know what I'm saying? Before he was kind of just aiming for like the top 10 players, top 15 players in the country. Now he gets what he needs and he won't be frustrated because you could tell he was on the bench his first couple of years just like, what are you doing? Like everybody's an individual, you know what I'm saying? Trying to be out there, trying to be, selfish. But now he got to go after maybe 1 or 2, 4 or 5 stars, then go after some gritty 3 stars that's going to be with you for a couple years, you know what I'm saying, to fill out the roster. So, salute to Penny, man. Salute, man. I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you're back. You know what I'm saying? I knew you weren't going to take the job. You know what I'm saying? I knew what you were doing. I was peeping game, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted everybody to kind of come around to be like, they're more grateful for, you, I guess, more so now. But, you got to do stuff like that. This won't be the last time either. Because once he do great this year, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be another job up. He going, you know what I'm saying? It's just about leverage.
I'm saying, Penny, if we don't appreciate you, leave our ungrateful asses. I told you the greatest. I love you. And if we don't appreciate you, let us go. Kick us to the curb. And that's my word anyway. If they don't appreciate you, kick them to the curb.
Yeah,
screw them.
Yeah.
Be gone.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go with these quickies, dog. You know what I'm saying?
With the good old
Rick Rude. Go with the Rick Rude.
With the Rick Rude. As you can see.
The man, the legend.
We're going to hit it real quick.
And these playoffs, man, these have been some pretty interesting playoffs. Last night, Giannis Greek Freak had a hyperextended knee injury. Looked pretty bad. I don't know if you saw it. He had a pretty bad knee injury. So he's likely out for the whole Atlanta and Milwaukee series. And that's tied 2-2.
So basically it's going to be Atlanta and Phoenix in the finals. That's what you're telling me. Clippers, maybe, dog. I'm thinking the Clippers might get it. 3-2 now.
It's 3-2. They playing right now, actually. Yeah. But if they don't win today, if the Suns don't win today,
if it go to 7,
it's a wrap.
Yeah, and they said Chris Paul said he don't even want to be he don't even want to be talking about being up.
Now, if you
all right, so they're in the third quarter, 71-64, Suns up.
Okay, they up. Okay, that's a good sign.
And yeah,
because if anybody,
they've been up every quarter. They've outscored them every quarter though.
Okay.
Yeah, they scored 33 in the first quarter. The Clips had 29. They scored 33 again in the second quarter.
Because if the Suns lose,
the Clips had 28.
Game 6. It's gonna be rough. And if you can talk about Paul George all you want with Game 7s, but somebody that could nut up probably even more in Game 7s than PG is probably CP. CP ain't been that good, at rallying his teams in them Game 7s. Remember when they lost that 20-point lead to Houston in the conference final a few years ago? He was with the Clippers and they were playing. Yeah, I think it was Houston or whoever that was. It was like It was epic, man.
All I know is, look at Jay Crowder. So CP got 12 points and 5 assists. You know what I'm saying? Jay Crowder with the big 19 and 4 rebounds. Okay,
he hitting them threes.
You know what I'm saying? Devin Booker got 14, 3 assists, two boards. But my boy DeAndre Ayton, he got a double-double already with 12 points and 10 boards.
He the X factor to me.
Oh, yeah, no. He is, and then even campaign off the bench with 7 and 6
Memphis.
assists. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. Like I'm not a Phoenix fan, but I mess with DeAndre Ayton. I mess with Devin Booker.
Yeah.
And if I got to pick the lesser of the two evils, I mean, if Kawhi not playing, like I would like to see, Kawhi do it with 3 different teams, but if he not playing, then you know what I'm saying, I would like to see Phoenix go and get him one.
I'm with that. I'm not a hater. I would like to see CP to win one, but they got to win this game because they don't win this game.
It's over with.
It's a wrap for them. And what's the other? Yeah, we already talked about Atlanta and Milwaukee. Trae Young didn't even play last night. And they won by 22 points. So so that should be interesting here. And this next one here, just a quick note: it's OnlyFans is evolving and moving away from adult entertainment. The only reason I wanted to make this as a note as a quickie because I watched it was some viral thing on social media when Kevin Samuels was talking to a couple of OnlyFans models, and they were getting on him, and people like getting on him and he basically what he told him, this was like 6 months ago. All he basically told him was, "What's your plan?" She was like, "OnlyFans, I'm getting my money, I'm getting it." And then Kevin Samuels was like, "What you gonna do when they actually evolve and you're not gonna be making money just off of doing adult entertainment?" It's always going to be there. It's always. He was like, no. It's like this is the way corporations go. Because the only reason OnlyFans is trying to evolve because they want the ad money.
Yeah,
you can't get that ad money. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I'm like,
unless you're just getting beer and liquor ads, that's about it.
Right, but they want the real money.
Yeah. So
if you want the real money, you can't be selling. You know what I'm saying? What they be selling on the OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? On a consistent basis, at least. You know what I mean? So. I thought that was interesting. I don't know if you have anything else to add with that, but
you can always do porno.
Yeah, well the Pornhub is up for
because if you watch one of the early episodes, then y'all know if JB loves anything, JB loves his porn.
Hey,
this has been a presidential message. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah,
you got to watch the episode.
You got go watch the pornography. Go watch the pornography.
I'm straight on OnlyFans. Like I don't.
Yeah, it's
good on that.
It's a distraction for sure, but it is what it is on there. But everybody else, like, you have to put your eggs in more than one basket, especially when it's something, you know what I'm saying, in that regard. So,
and that's exactly why I don't fool with porn, because I can't put nothing in no basket. So I'm
you
straight.
You can put it in the basket if you want. You know what I'm saying?
I've in the dirty clothes basket when I get through. No, I'm straight.
It's a basket, though.
No, that ain't the basket I want to be in.
So this next quickie here, this is just another quick note to Dr. Melinda Pearl. Is it Pearl? Okay. Yeah. Pearl Simmons. She had a tweet. I'm going to put the tweet down below so you can just see because, I'm going to keep beating the dead horse just as I can. So they said the CDC says if you are fully vaccinated, as I am, you can resume activities without wearing a mask or physical distancing. Well, guess who contracted COVID from a fully vaccinated coworker who has already had COVID once already? Be careful. There is still much to learn. So I put that out there just because, this is just another. I think we done had quite a few examples of fully vaccinated, non-vac. You know what I'm saying? So, but they're putting stuff out here now. I don't know if you've seen that it's another variant coming. You know what I'm saying? So they're not. You better hurry up and get this, get the shot before, this other variant coming because it's going to be even more deadlier.
Sound a lot like the flu to me.
Yeah. So it's interesting, y'all. Like I said, just look up the facts, look up these tweets. Like these are actual people coming out and actually saying like, you're fully vaccinated and you got COVID from another fully vaccinated person. You know what I'm saying? So at the most it's like, what's the why? So
like the great my homeboy MC said, never had to lie to make it right. I ain't the government. So We just giving you the facts.
Just
What's that movie?
facts.
Dragnet. Just the facts, man.
Just the facts.
Just the facts.
Just the facts. Just the facts. And this last one here, man. Keith Sweat and Bobby Brown going to have a versus tomorrow.
I'm trying to figure out what songs Keith Sweat gonna play.
See,
like I got
yeah,
3 of them.
he got some hits though. Cause your girl posted this the other day, right? Last night actually. That's how I saw Jamel Hill.
Okay.
She posted. She's like, "What y'all think about this versus?" So I said my opinion, and basically I said Bobby gonna drag him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like you would.
So a whole lot of people commented back to me. Now, you know how many hits? You know, name Keith Sweat's number 1 hits. He got 6 number 1 hits. Bobby got 6 number 1 hits. I'm just like, I don't know how you viewed this DMX and Snoop battle when they did this a while ago. DMX had a lot of hits, but Snoop had explosives. You know what I'm saying? Like Gin and Juice.
Yeah.
You know, the Gangsta
Dre Day.
You know what I'm saying? All number.
What's the joint he had with it's 187 on the
undercover cop. Yeah.
The deep cover joint.
Deep cover. Yeah.
I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
all number one's not created
probably
equal.
Could have played the joint. You know the him and Pac did like Gangsta Party. You know what I'm saying?
I think he maybe did.
Like
I think he did. Yeah.
like he got a lot of even the joint more recently the one he did with Pharrell. You know, like
Drop It Like It's Hot. He can do that.
I mean, like he had
Beautiful.
You know, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like now, don't get me wrong. Like X had some.
He got a lot of them.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, X had some, but it was just like I guess it's only a few of them that X had that just like still like. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Lose My Mind, maybe. You know what it's called Party Up, but Party Up.
Yeah.
You know the joint, what they really want from like that joint.
Yeah.
He got a lot. He got a lot of stuff that you like, but like you know, like you said, when that Snoop stuff came on,
the stuff is just more relate. Like to me, Keith Sweat got some hits, but when Bobby come on, every little step, like that's just. And then
Bobby can play the New Edition stuff too, though.
He can do that too.
He can instantly put Candy Girl on. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And like that still goes.
Our Girlfriend.
Yeah, like that. He still has those songs. Like you said, Every Little Step I Take. What is it? Ronnie.
One of my favorite Johns he did on the Ghostbusters soundtrack, On My Own. That's my song. And so that's what I'm saying. Like,
still bring out Ja Rule for the greatest song ever.
Not Thug Love. Thug Love.
That was horrible. Y'all gotta leave Stevie Wonder songs alone.
That's why I forgot about that.
That was originally. I know Stevie Wonder did it way before they did. But y'all can't mess up a Stevie Wonder song.
That was crazy. But for me, I think it would be a clear winner with Bobby Brown. But I thought I'm gonna tune in because I'm a fan of both.
You know who I want to see? I want to see Donnell Jones and Carl Thomas. If I had to pick 2 singers, I would pick Donnell Jones and Carl Thomas.
That'd be interesting.
Because the two biggest ones they got is like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm thinking Carl Thomas catalog a little bit bigger though.
I wish I never met her at versus Where I Want to Be. Like them the 2 biggest, hits. But no, they both had a lot. Like shoot, Carl Thomas can just do the songs off the Emotional album.
About to say,
you know what I'm saying? But Donnell Jones did a cover of a Stevie Wonder song. Like he had the joint with Left Eye.
Okay,
What's Up? He sang the hook on the It's So Hard joint with Big Pun.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like Donnell actually got a lot of stuff that he wrote or was on. You know what I'm saying? Because when they do the verses, like he can actually do stuff that he wrote.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh snap, he wrote that. Like so, he getting paid more off his writing credits than anything else.
I would like to see Joe and somebody. I can't even think who I'll even match with Joe. Because Joe got
Tank, maybe.
Yeah, but I don't really like Tank, so I'll be super biased with that. Personally. Jaheim.
I don't know what happened.
With me, I'm like, I don't know who. I saw a picture of Jaheim. I don't know if you saw it. Case? Possibly.
Yeah.
But I'll still pick Joe, though. But I can't even think of anybody that would be... Because Keith Sweat would be too much for him because his catalog is way too much for Joe.
Boys to Men versus Jagged Edge.
Boys to Men would slay them.
Yeah, I mean, they really would slay all the R&B. Who I hate didn't have a very long career was Blackstreet. Yeah. Because like Dave Hollister, he went on to do his thing. But like if they had kept that original group together, like Them folks was cold.
That would be dope. But that would do, y'all. Till next time, continue with that executive mindset.
And most definitely keep it presidential until season 2.
Yes, sir.
Arrivederci.
Salute.
Bow.
Keep it presidential.